All right, what's going on? It's Bobby Skinner talking football, doing another draft film breakdown brought to you by SeatGeek. And today we're looking at my favorite draft 101 matchup, and that is NC State left tackle Ikem Ekwonu versus FSU Edge Jermaine Johnson, because it's the most top heavy. This is really, I think, is the best matchup of just top prospects. Two top 10 guys, in my opinion. And when you get into it, we'll go through it. There's 11 total plays we're going to go through. Jermaine Johnson wins this battle. Like, he wins this clearly. Like, there's no doubt after this of who won versus Ekwonu versus Jermaine Johnson. But I, like others, have Ekwonu rated as a higher player. And, you know, check out the Ekwonu breakdown on itself. It'll go through some of the things that Ekwonu needs to work on. But Jermaine Johnson exposes some of the things he needs to work on. So we'll get into it. First, like and subscribe to the channel. As always, there's other versus matchups of top ones. None as good as this one, I'll give you that. But Evan Neal versus Trayvon Walker. Some may say that's the biggest one. I view this as the biggest one. So let's get into it. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. 11 plays. First play. So watch the running back shift to this side. Jermaine Johnson jumps inside, jumps in the B gap. Bam. Easy win for Jermaine Johnson. Well, when that shift happens, Jermaine Johnson's mindset now is like, okay, I got to down block him. I'm moving him down the line. This is their first matchup. And one of the biggest things that Jermaine Johnson has an issue with is being head heavy. Being too ahead of, like, you see it. His feet are back here, his head's up here. He's not playing with good posture. So when Johnson's not in that gap and jumps back outside to play this edge, well, that leaves a head heavy left tackle. And Jermaine Johnson works good hands to use that right hand to swat the left hand swimming over. And then what I like is, bam, get down. Get leverage, deliver a blow, tackle for a loss. Tackle for a loss. So in this matchup, and again, Jermaine Johnson's not as hyped as a prospect at this moment. Ekwonu is. That's got to be big for confidence, and that's got to mess with Ekwonu. Now, next rep. This was Ekwonu's best rep of the game. This is the draw play, but it's blocked, obviously, as a pass play on the tackle, and at the point that the draw is seen, Jermaine Johnson doesn't know this, and this is something Jermaine Johnson's really good at. This is what gives me hope for Jermaine Johnson to fix some technique. Just a nice snatch and trap. Give a little push off at the end. So what is this? When a guy is going to try and lean into you and get a hand, you know, really get into your chest plate and push you back, well, use that momentum, that weight against him. Watch Ekwonu's right hand. Bam. Break that right hand off of you. He's trying to dip that edge. And then bring the left hand and just literally sit on him. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a penalty. You're allowed to lay on guys. Give a push off as you get off. I like that type of stuff. So that's the best rep for Ekwonu. Next rep. And we're going to see a lot of times is Ekwonu can win initially, but Jermaine Johnson's hands work very, very well. So let's go through this one. So this isn't a horrible rep for Ekwonu, but I do give the edge to Johnson. So you see Ekwonu. Let's watch the feet. 1, 2, 3. You've got a good proportion. But see how his shoulders, when he punches, are out here now, and his hands are wide. See Jermaine Johnson's trying to get around that corner. But now, because that hand's wide, those shoulders are above your knees, or over your knees, he gets that left hand, pushes. Now he gets a hand to the face. That's a penalty, but whatever. And then watch the right hand. Bam, you got to the corner. Now you're chasing down the QB. Now this isn't like this isn't a rep where Ekwonu should be embarrassed or anything, but I do give this win to Ekwonu. I mean, look where we're getting around the corner at. We're getting around the corner at 8 yards, 9 yards. So, again, I guess that can be, I want to say that's a flat-out win for Jermaine Johnson, but I like that rep from Jermaine Johnson if I'm watching film more than I like it for Ekwonu. Here, a hinge block on the backside for Ekwonu. Kind of for the most part, it's an inconsequential block. It's just making sure that this player doesn't, jump down here or just scream off the edge. While watch the right foot first, the left foot swing back. At this point, this rep, you've won it. But again, Look where his shoulder pads are. Look where his feet are. The punch is wide. And Jermaine Johnson strikes with that left hand. And now he's pulling a top-heavy player, a player who leans too much. And again, nice rep for Jermaine Johnson, showing off those hands. Next rep, another pass pro rep. I hate the NC State camera operator who... Zoom out, please. We have the wide view if we want to watch the other one. But good feet. Ekwonu opens up his... He doesn't stay as square as you'd want, but it's not bad. But again, that punch is not as much lean as the other ones, but that punch is wide. See how the hands are lined up out, are landing out here. So Johnson's in his chest. And he's able to take a guy, again, who's leaning a bit and pull him. Bull and pull. Can't really see the finish of it, but it happens. Next rep, what do we got? So some good stuff by both. You see Ike's quick feet. So again, he's doing a 45 set. 1, 2, 3. Pretty good punch here. Again, it's a little outside. It's not perfect, but you got good knee bend. Like, good start to this. Now Jermaine Johnson with those long arms has a hold of that left hand, that left shoulder, but you see the strength and the foot speed of Ekwonu in this rep. He's able to go with him, able to bring those feet back. You see a lot of good stuff with Ekwonu that he just needs to get better at. Some of those, like, not simple things, but things that he just needs to get better at with repetition. Not over punching, not punching wide. There's some simple things that Ekwonu can do, or not simple, but things that can be worked on. And if he puts in hard work, they could play in the NFL, and Ekwonu could dominate Jermaine Johnson. Next rep, another hinge block on the inside. Good rep for Ekwonu. Again, steps with the right foot, flips the hips around. You just want to torque him out at this point. Jermaine Johnson's got good hands. Got that left hand to jack him up on this. So not like a real win for either, but when it's not a real win for either, the tie goes to the offensive player or the offensive lineman. Another pass pro rep. A little more controlled punch by Ekwonu. Again, Johnson's getting his hands there a little high, but he's got his hands on him. And again, this is a rep where Ekwonu, like that snatch and trap we watch on the draw play, break this right hand off of you. He's leaning on you. He's got that momentum. Break that right hand off of him and replace. But you see Ekwonu gets that left hand back in the breastplate that you want. And then at this time, you're not going to break it off. Just take your right hand off at this point and just put it on his hip and wash him around the corner. But then Jermaine Johnson gets his hand on that left hip of Ekwonu and pushing him back. So, again, get some decent rep for JJ. Decent rep for Ekwonu. Next is a run out. Good rep for Ekwonu. This isn't like the dominant stuff that you fall in love with from Ekwonu, but it is good. Good punch, rolls the hips. Hands are a little wide outside, but you're trying to torque them out. Keep the feet moving. Watch Ekwonu's feet. Keep the feet moving. Keep the feet churning. Got a good wide base. Not leaning as much, but you do see it. And getting some movement. Moving that edge out. This is all a fucking mess back here, but that's not... Ekwonu's doing his job. He probably didn't do his job. He didn't do his job. I know this guy didn't do his job, but Ekwonu's doing his job. In fact, I might screenshot this because this is a mess. And if you want to screenshot the SeatGeek app, that's what you should do. This breakdown was brought to you by SeatGeek. Give me a few seconds before we close this out to talk to you about SeatGeek. It's the best ticketing app that you can find. And if you use promo code GIANT, you can get $20 off your first order. It's Giant or Giants? Justin, put it on the screen. Promo code GIANTS. Promo code GIANTS for $20 off your first order. They have great deal scores rated 1 through 10. Green means good, red means bad. Pick the seat that you want. If you want to watch some ACC football, just click on the section that you want to sit in, and then they're going to give you the best steal score in that section. Or you could just go from best steal score to worst steal score. So I love it. I'm going to a Yankee game in a couple of days. I'm going to use it. So again, use SeatGeek. That's promo code GIANTS for $20 off your first order. And if you can't remember the promo code, think about Ikem Ekwonu. He's a giant. Jermaine Johnson's not as much of a giant, but we're talking about giants, plural. So promo code GIANTS. Download the SeatGeek app. All right, we're going to run a little wide zone here. Again, the NC State camera operator sucks. But you see the good foot speed. You see the athleticism for Ekwonu to get out, land the hands, and work that helmet to the play side. You can't see it, but it is working to the play side. I really hate this. This is a good job. This is a good job. You just see him get out of the gate and move. Not a lot of guys can do that. Very few guys can do that. And that's, again, against Jermaine Johnson, who's been winning the battle for him. And then the last rep might be Jermaine Johnson's best rep, but definitely his best pass rush rep is this. Again, we're quick setting. Feet stop, punching, leaning. Jermaine Johnson takes advantage of that. Probably been wanting to work this move all night. Waiting for the quick set. Bam. I mean, watch Jermaine Johnson. Bam. Look at him work that spin. Now let's get down to the QB. Let's force this QB up. And I mean, that's awesome from Jermaine. That's good stuff. So again, like and subscribe to the channel. Again, there's other versus matches. Evan Neal versus Trayvon Walker. Cross versus Leal. Dotson versus McCrary. There's a lot of good ones and individual film breakdowns, especially for some of the offensive linemen in this class. So appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know which player you like better. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate you.